Okay, so next up is Bill Humbert, the recruiter guy. His talk is Make Your Company Roar, Recruit, Onboard, Actuate, Retain Top Talent. Okay, so Bill, the recruiter guy at recruiterguy.com, is recognized nationally as a talent attraction expert. He has 40 years of professional and corporate recruitment experience as a career transition coach for 25 years. He is also known as the candidate whisperer. His speech is to make your company roar, recruit, onboard, actuate, retain top talent. Bill, take it away.
Listen, can you hear that? It sounds like managers, and they're saying, it doesn't seem like HR can find us the right candidates. Can you hear that? It's HR. They're saying, I don't think I know what the manager wants, and I don't think they do either. You hear that? That's the applicant tracking system. And there's tons of great candidates in there, and they're all jumping up and down, and they're saying, pick me, pick me, pick me. But nobody knows how to get them out. Recruiting is a sales process. Unfortunately, most organizations treat it as an administrative process. And then what happens? They don't find the right people. One of the steps is the job description. And I call it the lowly job description because people and companies don't spend enough time working on it. How many times have you read a job description and you thought, what is this person really going to do? Here's what happens when you have a vague job description. You create this big pool of the wrong fit candidates. And from that big pool of the wrong fit candidates, the manager selects a smaller pool of the wrong fit candidates to interview. After the interviews, the manager goes, I guess this is the best I'm going to get. And they pick one. Now there is some good news. 2 years, and maybe even as soon as 2 months from then, they fire the right wrong fit candidate. This is so important to get it right. And so the recruiter guy's secret sauce is in the job description, add the 3-month, 6-month, 9-month, and 12-month goals for that year. When you do that, you know exactly the skills, the attributes, and the experience the perfect candidate needs. Now, this next step is sourcing. And a lot of companies do this. They post their positions on a job board, and then they pray that the right person is looking for a job at the same time they're looking for the right person. And you know what? The career transition industry knows that only 8% of all positions are filled that way. 74 to 76% of all positions are filled through networking. That means your website is the best place for you to post your position because you already have a group of people coming there who are interested in your company. There is another little metric that kind of throws the whole thing into a problem. And that is when, marketing owns websites. And so they want to do marketing for the company for their career page. The metric is every time a group of candidates has to click on a website to find a list of jobs, you lose 1/2 of them. It's probably not what you want because you know who you end up with? Not the top talent, you end up with the desperate talent. So now you've gone and you've selected some people and it's time for the manager to interview. In my 40 years of experience as a recruiter, I've learned that very few people who are managers have been taught how to effectively interview. Now, if you don't know how to effectively interview, you cannot select the best qualified candidate. So let's get into the next step though. You managed to go and you found the right person and you're really excited about bringing that person on board. And what I've seen literally happen, the manager's given me an offer to extend, and then I look at them and they're making notes in their calendar. And I said, what are you doing? And they say, well, I'm signing them up for meetings in the next few weeks. And I go, I haven't even extended the offer yet. But in their minds, that person is accepted, is already on board. And that brings up the next step that's very important. You need to engage those people. According to Gallup's 2018 State of the American Workplace, only 36% of all professionals are engaged in their jobs. So do you want to know how to engage them? This is amazingly simple, and it's amazingly hard at the same time. All you have to do is go back to the recruiter guy's secret sauce. And when that person starts, work with them to develop the 3-month, 6-month, 9-month, and 12-month goals for the first year. When you do that, candidates and new employees love it because they know how they're being measured. It's not one of those at the end of the year, the manager goes, oh, they met expectations. What were they measuring? So if the manager sets out with them and together they create the 3-month, 6-month, 9-month, and 12-month goals, now you have an engaged person. So for you, it's important as an association, not only to grow your membership, it's also important to find and retain top talent for you. And that's where I start. I have a lot of experience doing it. My passion is to help organizations recruit, onboard, actuate, and retain top talent. So I'm looking forward to seeing you over in the Expo Hall. And thank you so much. And Ed, take her away.
Thank you, Bill. Hey, I was just thinking, boy, as we come out of this pandemic, I think every association executive on this call has got to think about, wow, my members are going to really need to spend a little bit more time looking at new hires and rehires. So, Bill, you might be exactly what they want. So for our next speaker, I'm going to go off